Act supernaturally. A decade-long journey comes to life. J.P. Riley's sequel blends comedy, naturism, and perseverance by Evan Nix. In 2011, J.P. Riley's Act Naturally introduced audiences to Bear Lake, a fictional nudist resort inherited by two estranged stepsisters. The film became a cult favorite among naturists, praised for its humor, heart, and authentic portrayal of nudism. Now, after over a decade, Riley is ready to unveil Act Supernaturally, a sequel that's been as tumultuous behind the scenes as the fictional resort's drama. From the start, I knew a sequel could happen, Riley shared in a phone conversation with planetnude. When Act Naturally hit net profits, I got the call to begin working on a follow-up. I thought, wouldn't that be a great problem to have? Little did I know what lay ahead. The sequel's production was riddled with obstacles, from personal tragedies to pandemic shutdowns. Riley himself faced a near-fatal motorcycle accident and, more recently, firefighting through devastating LA wildfires. In addition to these challenges, Riley has been privately battling brain cancer since the Writers Guild of America's strike in May 2023, a condition he revealed to planetnude for the first time publicly. His surgery to remove a new tumor is scheduled for January 26th, just days after the Act Supernaturally screening. Yet, through it all, the filmmaker has remained committed. I had plenty of time to work on the script while in the hospital, Riley said with characteristic humor. I wrote Act Supernaturally, a prequel, and even sketched out a third movie. Nothing gets you over sophomore jitters like impending doom. A new chapter in naturist cinema. Set to screen on January 18th at a special pre-screening sponsored by the Naturists in the OC, Act Supernaturally picks up where the original left off. Riley promised that the sequel would expand on the themes and characters from the first film while also pushing boundaries. The new movie is very meta, Riley explained. The world of Act Naturally exists within Act Supernaturally. Characters hold up DVDs of the first movie, and we play with the idea of storytelling itself. The cast, which includes returning actors like Susan May Pratt and Katie Hall, is now more comfortable with nudism, leading to a more authentic representation. In the first film, some actors weren't naturists, and it showed, Riley noted. This time, we wrote those who weren't on board off the island. Knit OC's Ron Mercer shared why the group was excited to host the screening. There are not many current movies related to naturism, and many do not display it in a positive light. J.P. Riley grew up in the naturist lifestyle, and I feel he did a fair job with Act Naturally. I was interested in seeing the sequel that has been in process for a very long time. The screening, held at a new venue in Orange County, will feature a Q&A with Riley and select cast members, as well as a performance by Nacked Lion, Riley's band, which contributes to the film's soundtrack. Tickets are limited to 65, with 35 already sold, and the event is clothing optional, a nod to the film's naturist ethos. Olive Dell Ranch, where life imitates art. Both Act Naturally and its sequel were filmed at the historic Olive Dell Ranch, a naturist club now shrouded in controversy. In a twist of life imitating art, the club's recent transition to a clothing mandatory policy mirrors the fictional Bear Lake's fears of being sold to textile owners. Riley, who has been involved in efforts to preserve Olive Dell's naturist legacy, expressed frustration with its current leadership. I even tried to buy Olive Dell, Riley revealed. We had the money ready, but the deal fell apart. Despite the setbacks, Riley remains optimistic about naturism's future and sees his films as part of that preservation effort. Every time something bad happens, someone steps up, he said. It's the little indie that could. Against all odds, we're still here, telling these stories. Join the pre-screening and support the film. Act Supernaturally is still a work in progress, with funds needed to complete its Dolby 5.1 audio mix. We're using this screening to raise money to finish the mix, Riley explained. For those unable to attend the screening, contributions can be sent via Cash App to JP Riley $300 to support the film's completion. Whether you're a longtime naturist or simply curious, Act Supernaturally offers a unique blend of comedy, culture, and community. Don't miss the chance to see it before its official release later this year.
We hope you're enjoying Planet Nude. If so, please consider a paid subscription. Your membership comes with exclusive content and supports our work. Subscribe at www.planetnude.co. This episode of Planet Nude podcast is sponsored by the Naturist Education Foundation, supporting naturist initiatives and preserving naturist history. Learn more at www.naturisteducation.org.